Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jada K. Story, and I'm so excited that you're here with me today for this impromptu Tell Me Something Good. I know y'all were not, nobody was expecting this, not even me, child. Nobody. I already see y'all in the chat. Hey, Winter. Yes, I got the energies. Shout out to Mercury going direct. Hello? Hi, Elizabeth. I missed you too. I watched your live from today. I watched your live. It was, whew, thank you for doing what you're doing. We really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, hey, Sarah. So good to see you. Hey, everybody. Whew, y'all, I'm here. Hi. I'm here because what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. I have really been in a place lately. And sending voice notes and messages back and forth with my life coach, trying to just feel out what the hell is going on right now and what I'm feeling in my body and what is showing up. Um, Not only with me, but also with my clients, in the world. Like, what in the world is going on? And I've had a day sitting with people, holding space for folks, and I missed you. And I said, I think I was actually literally in the middle of recording a pick a card. And as I was like recording, I stopped midway, like, no, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I thought there was something I needed to get out, but I was like, I need to go live. I need to go live. I'm not gonna announce it. I'm just gonna go live, and whoever shows up live, hey. And if you're watching the replay, you can still say hey. Um, but I'm here because sometimes we just need to show up and hold each other. So we're going to have an impromptu Tell Me Something Good. I'm not going to be here all night. We're just going to do the elements. We're going to do the elements um, to just get something going on. Oh, okay. Winter says he has some thoughts about this mess as well. Does that mean you might go live before Sunday? You might have something else for us, which I would not be mad at. Okay. Um, Hi, Karen. How are you? It's so good to see y'all. Hey, Marasia. Hello, hello. Um, so yeah, we're gonna get into it. But before I do that, can y'all tell me how y'all feeling? Like, how y'all feeling? I posted a reel earlier today of just me outside asking for people to just breathe with me. And like, I know some people messaged me and said that they really needed that. I needed it, to be quite honest. I needed to take some deep breaths. I needed someone to breathe with me. And I just wanted to show up and just hold that space. So, yeah. How are you doing? Let me know in the chat how you feeling. Yeah, Elizabeth says like I've been yanked around on a leash all day. It just, yeah, there's so much happening. Elizabeth, you were talking about some real shit in your live stream today. Uh, there's a lot of despair. There's a lot of despair. It was really cool, Elizabeth, to hear how you're showing up in your community and how you're being a leader in your community. And I hope that you are receiving as much as you are sharing with others. Um, okay, Winter, I love when you feeling good. I want you to feel good, and we'll definitely see you. We'll definitely see you on Sunday for your live. Yeah, Karen says like I need to ground into Mother Earth big time. Yeah, I have been talking to the trees more than I have in a while. They've been literally calling to me. I'm like, all right, let me go talk to these trees. And I did that yesterday, and it was so nice to just go out like as before the sun went down and just go out there and just like talk. And let me tell you something about nature, particularly me and in my particular spiritual tradition. Cause baby, the moment I went out there and started talking to them trees, all of a sudden all the creepy crawlers came out. I'm like praying with my eyes closed. I'm talking out loud, but I have my eyes closed. I opened my eyes. There were so many like caterpillars. I heard like all this rustling. The birds were singing. I was like, bro. Um, as much as I love the nature spirits, I still gotta get used to the creepy crawlies. But like, I just could not believe when I opened my eyes, like how many like it's springtime, so like the caterpillars just like swarmed. Like all of a sudden, I opened my eyes and it was like the tree was full of them. I was like, where did y'all come from? Y'all literally were not here when I closed my eyes. But nature is responding, and yeah, yeah, we need it. Yeah, Karen says she has a tree in her yard that she chats with. Yeah, talking to the trees is literally been so helpful because they're ancestors too. They've been here for longer than we have, a lot of them, and they've seen a lot, witnessed a lot, and so the trees that are still standing, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, Elizabeth says leading is hard because it's hard to show vulnerability with my Unitarian Justice Church. Uh-oh, not so churchy is new. Uh-huh. They have your back. Yeah, shout out to the Unitarian Church. I don't know much about that particular denomination, but I know that there are others who have said that they are receiving support and inspiration from Unitarian churches. So yeah. Yeah. It's time. It's time to get back to talking to the trees. I wonder, yeah, like I just started feeling like a call. I was like, okay, y'all want to talk? Or rather, y'all want me to talk to you. I don't know. But yeah, the time for being in nature, giving offerings to nature, the land in general, I think is good for us and it's good for them. Mhm. Ooh, okay. They're all traditions, pagan to Jewish to Muslim to everything. Love it. Yours has a witches circle, period. Does anybody remember a video that speaks of the black walnut tree? I feel like I shared it in the space before. It was shared in the black walnut tree. I don't know, Marasia, but message me about that later because black walnut is something that we utilize a lot in hoodoo. I don't remember a video about it though. Maybe someone in the comments does though. And if you're watching this on replay and you know anything about a black walnut tree, drop it in the chat. Give us a link so we can pay that forward. Black walnut is great. I like working with black walnut for things. Thank y'all for showing up. Okay, so we're gonna go by element. I just want to know Tell me something good. Like I feel like we just need something good to hear. Um, it was me. Okay, Winter says it was me. Not specifically about the tree, but that tree was included okay. Okay. That makes sense cuz that's definitely one of them that we utilize. Let's start with fire signs. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, balance, which would be temperance for the fire signs. Tell me something good. I didn't even ask for a time frame, so I'm just going to allow this to be timeless whenever you get to it. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, temperance, and the star reversed. Hmm. It's really giving the world's not going to end fire signs if you sit this one out. I don't know what that's about, but it's giving if you sit this one out, the world's not going to end. It's not going to end while you gather yourself. Fire signs. Balance. Mm. There's a certain level of trust that that you have to build in yourself for the people around you that they can kind of hold steady while you do something else. Hmm. It just feels like this could be a time for you to be held. This could be a time for you to be held. The star speaks about giving up when it's reversed. Giving up. And you're too important for this moment, fire signs. Dang, I wish I had read that article. There was something going around the other day. Someone like captured the moment a star was born. And it was really beautiful to see. It was really beautiful to see. Um, Something about that image just came to mind for some reason. What I'm kind of getting a vision of is like someone in a car and it's like they're trying to over correct, like overdrive, like oversteer, but the car has like lane correction. So even if you veer off, like the car will bring you back into the lane that you need to be in. And it's like some of you don't trust that, or you're learning how to trust it, but it's still new. So it's like, no, I got to overcorrect. Like the car's veering off, but really, no, the car is trying to get you back in line. Um, Yield, fire signs. And the good thing is that while you are practicing balance, while you are practicing restoring yourself at this time, time goes on and progress is still being made. That's the 7 of Pentacles. This is not the time to bypass your body, fire signs. The temperance card, balance, follows the death card. That after devastation, after the closing of doors, that's your time to be refreshed. The star follows the tower. Your star card is reversed, meaning this is not the time to just jump up and get into action. As much as I know we need fire sign leaders, it's okay for you to actually be connected to you first. We need our leaders nourished. So I don't know what that is for you, but it's okay to sit this one out. Bottom of the deck saw me looking down. Bottom of the deck was the Queen of Pentacles. Taking care of that body, yada, yada. Checking in with your own energy. Checking in with your own want to. As my coach would say, checking in with your own come from. With all the actions that you've been doing lately, what's your come from? Is it coming from a place of abundance or a deficit? No need to have any judgment around it, but how can we get you into a place of abundance? That's your work right now. And if abundance doesn't feel possible, that makes sense. Can we get you to enoughness? Can we get you to half tank so you're not on E? Can we get you some juice to get you to the next point? When the star is reversed, that is a grinding halt. That means, hello, something just happened here. Be still. Be still. Be still. It's asking for you to check in with your own system. What's happening with you? So, yeah, make time for that if you can. I'm seeing the comments. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Workaholic mom trying to travel to a conference after literally being in the hospital for neglecting her body. Yeah, very that. Very that. Oh, yes. I do remember you saying you weren't going to be available soon. Good. Good. Yes. That's what this time calls for. Hmm. All right. That's all I got for the fire signs. Let's move on to who we with. Who we with? Let's do Earth. Earth, Earth, Earth. Earth signs. Spirit, tell me something good. Tell me something good for the Earth signs at this time. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Emperor. You have the Five of Swords. What's that? The Knight of Cups. Oh, you know, that might not have been the Queen of Pentacles with the last one, but that's okay. Message stands. Um, Earth signs. There is a message here about you. One, being mindful of your health. And with this Five of Swords, it feels like a in addition to, we know Five of Swords can be prickly, can be conflict. Um, but when it comes up in a tell me something good reading, it is your willingness to fight. If you've been sitting on your ass because maybe the eclipse knocked you out, it's time to get into some motion. You got to fight back. You can't just let the thoughts, the criticisms, the opinions, whether it's internal or external, whether it's coming from you or coming from them, you can't let that keep you on your duff. Get up. Damn. Mm. That's interesting because it's feeling very fire signs, the predominant fire signs, like you gotta take care of you. Earth signs is like, what actions do you need to take? What are the affairs that you need to get in order right now? Particularly when it comes to what you do for work, when it comes to money, your business, jobs. Maybe you are remaking and reshaping your relation to those things. Maybe you're having to assert your power in these arenas. That's good though. So if there has been something going on, particularly around comfort, money, business, and your identity that might be tied up in those things, there's a severing that's about to happen. And there is, huh, Knight of Cups. Let me get clarity. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Knight of Swords. Hmm. Yeah. Wherever the fog has been, earth signs, you're about to receive that clarity and get to the root of what has been making you feel stuck, keeping you confused. Hmm. 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 Yeah, it just feels like you get your fight back. What do they want? Okay, so even if for those who struggle with like executive dysfunction, if executive functioning is like a thing that usually you struggle with, it feels like you're going to receive some like spoons energy, like those is going to become a lot more, you're going to have more will to do these things. So like even like mundane things like around the house, chores even. When you if you've been feeling like you're in a slump and you're like just like you don't give a fuck about anything, that's what's like changing. That's what's coming in. Is like now you have the wherewithal. Now you are getting up. Now you're like, okay, I see this now. Hmm. Oh, I see y'all in the chat. Hi y'all. So glad to see you. Yeah. Earth signs, you are reestablishing order. And things that maybe you've been letting slide, that's not happening anymore. So be prepared for some direct conversations with folks. Be prepared for some, like, for your own clarity to reveal you to you. Hmm. What else? Is there anything else here for Earth? No, that's all I got for y'all. Yeah, you're taking care of house and home now. That's the good thing. Because if you've not been doing that, if you've been neglecting those things, you're gonna now have the energy, the desire, even with that Knight of Cups, the desire to finally, yeah, 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 okay. Now I feel like doing this. Now I feel like cleaning up my room. Maybe I will take that bath. Maybe I will go on a walk. Maybe I will do some Pilates. Maybe I will, you know, start to look myself in the mirror and figure out what's going on with me. Hmm. Yeah, the eclipse was rough for some folks. Hi, Tom. So good to see you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Hi, Desiree. Good to see you. And hi, Jessica. Good to see you. All right, we're moving on. Let's do water. Water signs. Spirit, tell me something good right now for the water signs. Tell me something good for water. Water. Two of Swords. Is that upside down? No. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Tell me something good for my water signs. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, all right. And hanging. And hanging, which would be the hanged one. Hmm. That is so wild that every one of these cards has a message of patience, and I'm still sitting here looking at them. So, like, anybody who's a water sign is probably leaning in, like, what's she gonna say? Literally, I really believe that your message is this is a time to wait, to trust the process, to trust what you feel, to trust what you're seeing, and to let that be the assurance you need. I don't know why it's just so quiet for this spread for some reason. There's just like I'm like waiting and like listening, and it's just like something here about just being hanging out. So maybe the message for the water signs is just to not even so much observe as it is witness. I mean, I know that could be synonymous, but witnessing, there's a seeing that happens, an acknowledgement of what is. That means not only seeing what you could presume as bad, but also seeing what's good, seeing the nuance, seeing the in betweens. And maybe for some of you, some of the water signs, like right now, you are to help those folks who can't see to see what you see. Maybe some of you feel like right now you are in a cocoon, so to speak, in a holding space. Only for now. Hmm. My favorite card, Seven of Swords. I didn't mean to pull all those. We're going to take them. Page of Swords, Seven of Swords with the Strength card. This feels like a preparation time for you somehow, water signs. You're being prepared. Um, you're being prepared, which is maybe why it just seems so quiet, just waiting. Um, I'm trying to communicate what I'm seeing. It's like I don't know, like one of those like angsty like 90s music videos when like the person's like singing but like everyone around them is like not seeing them. They're like the only one in focus and everybody else is kind of busy doing their thing. I can't think of a particular example, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like that's water signs right now. Like everything's happening around you, you're seeing and you're focusing on something else that other people might not be attuned to quite yet. But your sight, your attunement is purposeful, and you are receiving insight that is pertinent for this season, even if only for you. And it can be only for you. Um, you can trust yourself even if it sucks. And I say that because sometimes things come into your awareness that makes you see someone differently or see something differently. And in order for you to trust yourself on what you're seeing, that means that what you thought about something or someone else crumbles before you. And that's a lot to hold sometimes. But you can actually trust yourself in a time when, oh, the gaslighting is just ridiculous. You can trust yourself as source. Anything else? Mm. Hmm. Hi, Lemmy. Hey, Mind Your Healing. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Olivia. We're gonna close it out with the air signs. I'm over here like, damn, should I have called this tell me something good? Cause y'all know by now. Y'all know me. When I say tell you something good, sometimes it don't be like money's coming to you, you gonna be a millionaire. It don't always be stuff like that. It be like, what's going on with you emotionally? What's going on with you spiritually? What's going on there? That's kind of what I'm feeling. But thank y'all for being here nonetheless. All right. Closing it out with the air signs. Tell me something good on my air signs. What's tea? What's going on with my air signs? That is the Ace of Wands reverse. That is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands reverse. And that's the Queen of Swords. Hmm. Damn. I was gonna say the air signs might y'all might be getting all right, air signs. I'm gonna just tell you what I see. With the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Y'all, I feel the most ancestral support for y'all at this time. That Queen of Swords, yes, it can be you, obviously, because it's the swords. But it also just feels like actual ancestral support for you. Um, Particularly because it's here with the Seven of Wands, which can often speak about the ways we have to defend ourselves to um, do what we got to do to make sure that we don't have to go back and do something again, to hold our positions. But your Ace of Wands is reversed, and for me, that feels like it's not you having to put in that effort, that you actually have powers larger than you moving at this time, speaking at this time. You have this with the Three of Pentacles. You're mightier in numbers right now, air signs. Get the get all hands on deck where you need it, spiritually and um in the 3D, 4D, whichever one is this reality. All hands on deck for you. Because it just seems like with this Ace of Wands, you don't really got it right now. And that's okay. Because you got protection on every side. It's kind of giving for the air signs. All you got to do is say the word. How can people support you right now, air signs? How do you define support? Who do you trust to see your light go out, so to speak? Because if you're used to always being on, if you're used to always presenting a particular way, who do you trust to see you unmasked? You're going to need those people. And that's good because you are accepted. You are loved right in that place of your need. So the Queen of Swords can be your ancestral team. It can also be you. stating what you need clearly. Mm. It can also be in the spirit of unmasking a lot of communication where you're just kind of um not interested in keeping up appearances. So maybe you're having more mm, what's the word? Um you're not mincing words right now. You're not trying to be polished right now, air signs. This is very much so like I'm just gonna say it how it is. Not just your request for help, but also just how you showing up in the world right now feels very direct, very clear. It might even feel a little like exposing, like more transparent than you might normally be. That's you letting down your defenses. Yeah. The Ten of Wands isn't here, but it feels like some of the air signs been in the Ten of Wands energy a little bit. And this is like the relief. This is the relief. Hmm. What else? Oh, they said nothing else. Um, is there anything else here that I need to say? No. Huh. Yeah. That's all I had to say for everybody. I'm trying to like check in and see if there's anything else. All that I have to say to y'all, everybody, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. This is quite a doozy on the timeline, ain't it? But be good to yourself and to each other now more than any other time. Let's show them what we're made of. Let's show them what we're made of. Mm. I love y'all. And I thank you for being here for this impromptu live. I think at one point I saw there was like 15 of us in here. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for being here. Yeah. And it's definitely my pleasure to be here. Yeah. Hmm. You're so welcome. Everybody's so welcome. I have to remember to go back in and put the timestamps. Unless somebody wants to bless me and do that for me, that would be cool too. Um, but yeah, we gonna be okay. We gonna be okay. We gonna be all right. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, y'all. What day of the week is this? Is this a Wednesday? Is it Thursday? What's today? Wednesday? On this, that's why I'm yapping. It's Mercury Day. Okay, no wonder I'm over here like wanting to talk to y'all. But I do miss y'all very much. Um, it's Hump Day, so decide today. Decide now what you're going to do. What part you can control to make the rest of this week what you need it to be. Is it calling a friend? Is it offering support? Is it asking for support? Is it flirting with that person you think is so fine? Is it going to your favorite restaurant? What's one thing you can do that's in support of the week you want to have? I challenge you to do it. Mm. I love y'all very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'll see you real soon.